guys have an agenda for this meeting?
No, not for this meeting. It wasn't done yet. We gotta be Zoom. We didn't know what was going on.
Oh, here.
Would you like to have my copy? Right here.
Make a couple copies.
Okay, we are live and it's still 7:29, so.
We thought we would be outside or just be Zoom today, but it turned out that everything kind of opened up.
Everybody showed up, yeah.
All right, we'll begin with the public hearing portion. We have a resolution approving the proposed alternate tax budget in the form of attached hereto for the Village of Timberlake, Ohio for fiscal year 2021 and declaring emergencies. So do we have any questions from the public regarding that budget? Okay, any questions or comments from council?
No, not for me.
Okay, so a motion to close the public hearing and open up the regular session of council. We have a motion to close the public hearing.
I make a motion.
I second.
You guys, Sherry and Nancy,
Sherry made the motion, Nancy seconds it.
and we need roll call.
We need
Frank Falkenberg,
Aye.
Mr. Cronin,
Aye.
Miss Mara,
Aye.
Miss Sharma,
Aye.
Miss Saba.
Aye.
Dr. Sharma is going to be a little late to the meeting. She has a prior obligation.
So after we go down here, we'll put this one first.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start the regular session. All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America.
to
To
the
the
republic
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the prayer. Grant us, O Lord, light in our understanding, prudence in our investigating, foresight in our planning, sincerity in our deliberating, the grace to follow truth in our judgment. Help us to be moved in our decision, neither by fear nor by self-interest, and to do our work faithfully. May we respect the authority vested in us, for thou art the source of all authority, and we may use it to our directives for the common good. For thy honor and glory, amen. Okay, call to order.
Miss Falkenberg,
Here.
Mr. Cronin,
Here.
Miss Mara,
Here.
Miss Sharma,
Here.
Mrs. Saba.
Here.
Okay. Now we'll have the reading of disposition of
No, you
minutes.
got any good welfare?
Well,
Anybody got any good welfare?
anyone have any good welfare, first of all? Anyone? Okay. We'll move on to the reading of the minutes. Do we have,
Do you guys, sorry, do you just want to elaborate on the good welfare? I don't think we've done that before.
Oh, that is just if anybody has any good comments to make or any questions, praise somebody is what we do in other communities.
well, what
I
I
have
will,
something to say.
Go ahead.
I think with everything that's been going on, it's really good to see the amount of residents that have started to take pride in their properties and all the hard work that they've been doing. And it really is starting to shape up. So nice job.
okay. And also I'd like to give a big thanks to Krista Canuck and her husband Rick, Jackie Arbani and Tyler and Alex Coleman and all the other volunteers who helped paint the playground. They also did some painting or some, what do you call it? Planting flowers. And then also Maureen Munera, she also planted flowers, did some mulch work and been watering the flowers. And also Ron Mona, we have to ask his help. He's also purchased the flowers, planted them, spread the mulch, and also he's grinding some stumps for us. So want to thank all those. And then Gary Saba, he also helped me with the fence. We're securing the beach fence, so he helped me with that. Big thanks to him. So
You got to see that fits under good welfare.
that's all goodwill. Okay. So now the reading of the minutes. Do we have any comments on the meeting minutes or any corrections? Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the meeting minutes?
Falkenberg makes a motion.
I second.
Ms. Falkenberg,
Aye.
Mr. Cronin,
Aye.
Ms. Mara,
Aye.
Ms. Sharma,
Aye.
Ms. Saba.
Aye.
20-1.
7. Now we gotta straighten out.
Okay. Resolution 2020-7. A resolution approving the proposed alternative tax budget in the form attached hereto for the Village of Timberlake, Ohio for the fiscal year 2021 and declare an emergency. Do I have a motion to approve?
To suspend.
Or, I'm sorry, motion to suspend first.
Make the motion.
I'll second
Can you just say, sorry, is that Mrs. Mara or Ms. Falkenberg?
It was first by Saba and seconded by Nancy.
Perfect. Maybe if we want to just say like last names, just so.
And then-
Can you hear us well enough?
I can hear you. It's just sometimes there's an echo, so it makes it difficult to know who said it. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Falkenberg,
Aye.
Mr. Cronin,
Aye.
Mrs. Mara,
Aye.
Ms. Sharma,
Aye.
Ms. Saba.
Aye.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve? Anyone for motion to approve?
I approve. I make a motion.
Nancy makes a motion to approve second.
Falkenberg seconds the motion.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Ms. Falkenberg,
Aye.
Mr. Cronin,
Aye.
Mrs. Mara,
Aye.
Ms. Sharma,
Aye.
Ms. Saba.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. And now we have legislation, Resolution 2020-8. Resolution authorizing the mayor and fiscal officer to take all steps necessary to receipt and expenditures of CARES Act funds declaring an emergency. Do I have a motion to suspend the rules?
I make the motion to suspend the rules.
Okay, Vince
I
Cronin makes a
second.
motion to sus-
That's right.
Shannon second, okay.
Great. Ms. Falkenberg,
Aye.
Mr. Cronin,
Aye.
Mrs. Mara,
Aye.
Ms. Sharma,
Aye.
Ms. Saba.
Aye.
Okay,
Did they do a motion to approve?
now we're making a motion. Who makes a motion to approve?
Cronin makes a motion to approve.
Falkenberg seconds.
Perfect. Thank you. Ms. Falkenberg,
Aye.
Mr. Cronin,
Aye.
Mrs. Mara,
Aye.
Ms. Sharma,
Aye.
Ms. Saba.
Aye.
Okay,
Just so council and everybody knows, is if we get this money, it says here on before October 15th, 2020, any encumbered balance of the money that the Village of Timberlake would receive has to relief fund to the county treasurer. So we haven't received anything yet, but if we do,
okay,
it's got to be specifically for COVID-19.
okay. Now we have all the reports. First, we'll start with the mayor's report. I gave pretty much what was going on. What's going on with service, pretty much. We're just continue on mowing the grass, trying to catch up with that. We're pretty much caught up with that. And we're doing trimming and so forth. And we're going to do some grading, leveling off where they had taken out some old stumps and so forth. So we'll be doing that. And also repairing some of the catch basin grates and cleaning out some of those catch basins and rebuilding some of those. So that'll be our next project. Okay, other than that, solicitor's report, please. Jeremy?
I have nothing to report, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. And fiscal officer's report.
All the financial reports were emailed out to council on there. Is there any questions on the financial reports that were emailed out?
No question.
Okay. All right, report from Police Chief Tryon. Is he on? I don't think he's on our Zoom.
Okay. He's not on.
Okay. All right, council members. Kim Saba, Finance Ordinances, Public Retention.
I don't have anything for finance. Joanne generally covers that pretty well. I don't have anything for public records at this point due to the COVID-19 setbacks. Ordinances, we are moving into the second phase at this point, so I think things are going well.
Okay, thank you. All right, Village Hall, Sherry. Report.
I have a few things. On Monday, I completed the Ohio Ethics Law training.
Do you like
Thank
that?
you. I did.
Congratulations.
I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. The hall rentals have picked up. It's super exciting to see. The calendar is up to date on our website. So if anybody is looking for a rental, you can make sure to check that and get your rental in ASAP. The other thing is we were able to get 37 trees from the Lake County Soil and Water Conservation Group. The mayor and I are going to make arrangements this week with to pick those up. So we can
Yes.
replace some of the trees that we had to take
Nice.
down. And a resident has said that he will make a new reserve sign. He's a woodworker for our pavilion because somewhere along the line, our other one can't be found. And that's about it. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Sherry. All right, Nancy, report on the trees, environment, and recreation.
We do have phase 2 coming to trees. A lot of stumps are going to be ground down. Phase 1, if you saw the last meeting, we had some really great prices. So we're going to stay with the same people. We have people in the audience here who have donated trees, and now we have this great tree offer from us for us. There's actually a tree coming down here in the park. There's a lot of people have asked me if they have to get permits to take down trees in their own land. I'm like, no. They do ask us for some referrals. I give them our referrals, but I tell them always get your own referral too for prices. And everybody seems to be really trimming up their trees and pruning. And I see a lot of people cleaning up their yards, a lot of people trying to keep, their bushes cut back, their trees pruned. I did have a couple things on the playground complaints in the recreation. People had said that people were at the basketball park too late, too loud. So I asked Chief Tryon to go by there a couple times more at night if he sees people there too late and too loud. There really is no noise ordinance at the parks. So that's something I can't enforce for how loud they get, but if they're there after the hours, then that can be enforced. Once again, thank you to the Village Club who painted the playground. That was a lot of work. I helped. That's a lot of work. It's more work than you think. And also with recreation, unfortunately, they have canceled at this point the picnic. They are afraid in August that the COVID requirements of serving food, because the Village Club does serve alcohol and serve food, about the virus passing through food. They will be having a recreational, still get together, a drive-by parade. There's more details coming to that, like like you see in those parades that they have for graduations. So it'll be a drive-by parade with your, what do you want to say, your car, your golf cart, your truck, what have you, decorate it. And I asked, well, what if people congregate afterwards? Because people still want to get together. That's up to people, but they didn't want to be responsible for any virus or anything transmission in a picnic setting. So that's what the Village Club is being very, very careful. They did have a wonderful bonfire. We had a wonderful bonfire last week down on the beach. It was wonderful. Everybody looked like he wanted to get out, and we had great weather. Thank you for the beach club, the Village Club, for their great beach party. But there also is in September, I'm hoping they could have it because it's being catered. We have a clam bake plant. So I don't know the last time, did we ever have a clam bake here?
One time, but it was private.
Oh, okay.
We invited everybody from the village,
Okay.
but it wasn't done by the village.
Okay. The gentleman called me. I'll be sponsoring it for the Village Club. I'm just a chairperson, and they still want to do it. The people, they have the company themselves have all their PPE equipment to serve, to cook. And it would be probably the next time we'd get together as a village for food and for fun, for recreation. So let's hope that takes place. Let's hope nothing comes, a second wave comes or what have you, because they, people really want to see that happen. So that's it for trees, recreation, and playground.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Sharma, are you with us yet?
Not yet. She's just finishing up. If we want to go to Ms. Sharma and Mr. Cronin, and hopefully she'll be done by then.
Shannon, you're next.
All right. Hello. The only thing I really have to report is that we have street sweeping at the end of July. That's scheduled for, I believe it is the 22nd and the 23rd. But I mean, besides that, we've had a little bit complaints here and there regarding sewers. But I think a lot of these problems, like we'd mentioned last month, it had a lot to do with personal property and not as much with like the village. And I know at some point we will be bringing someone in to kind of clean out the basins.
Yes, okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you. Vince, safety?
I really don't have much. The only thing I will say is there's been a few sightings of foxes running through the village lately. So if you have dogs, you put your dogs out at night, make sure you got lights on and kind of keep an eye on them. And I know over the last couple of weeks, we've had an issue with a deer down by the playground that ended up going after a couple kids that were playing on the playground and a resident as well. The police department called Lake County Animal Control, and they came out here, but I don't think they did anything with it. I don't think they found it. So if you're walking around down by the playground, just be cautious of the deer. There is, I don't know if it's a rabid deer. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's.
I found him, she got her baby back, so she's happy now walking around with the baby.
Okay. Okay, so we haven't had issues with it within the last several days then?
No.
Okay. Okay. Either way, if a mom deer and a baby deer get separated, don't go in between them, I guess, then they'll get mad.
Okay, all right, thank you, Vince. And, all right, is Dr. Sharma back yet or no? Not yet.
Not yet, but I can give her a report because she gave it to me. Essentially, let me pull up what she had sent. So there were several grants under the Ohio Developmental Services Agency that she reviewed through. She said that there is an internal 505 error going on with the website for the grants. Every time that she clicked for more information, it seemed that it gave her this internal 505 error. So she reached out via the online portal and made an inquiry to the Ohio Developmental Services Agency, and it's pending a response. But she's hoping there were a few that she thought might be resourceful for the village. One of them involves the sewers, one of them involves a beautification project, and one of them involves using an alternative fuel source and having funding for that. So maybe like solar powered energy, things like that, especially for Village Hall. But she had wanted me to tell you that that was still under the works because of issues on the website. And that's the Ohio Developmental Services Agency website.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, now move on to purchases and approval. We need a motion to approve the May 2020 financial reports.
I'll make the motion to approve. Saba.
Cronin seconds.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Ms. Falkenberg,
Aye.
Mr. Cronin,
Aye.
Mrs. Mara,
Aye.
Ms. Sharma,
Aye.
Ms. Saba.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, now we open up for public comment and questions. So do we have any comments or questions from anyone out there?
And if you do, please stand. We need to hear,
Make sure you say their name.
Yeah, we need to stand, say your name and maybe come up front so you can,
so they can hear you.
They can hear
for
you, yeah.
Our solicitor, for anybody. Come on.
I do have a question. Sunny Sharma.
okay?
Yeah, this is just about the garage sales. I know you and I, we kind of played phone tag in regard to it, but I figured I'll just ask you now. Is the village still doing a public garage sale, or can residents do their own garage sale? What's kind of the status on that?
I actually can answer that. I asked Jackie a while back in regards to that for the yard sale, and they stated that they weren't going to do it, but we could get the permit and we could have our own personal yard sales. So
How do we get the permit? Because I remember
through Gary Gray.
Who?
Gary Gray, our zoning guy.
Oh,
Yeah, so he can give you the permit. You can go out and buy your yard sale packet and post signs or put it on Craigslist or eBay or wherever.
Tell them what the rules are.
Well, there are going to be some rules. Yeah. I mean, the only thing is the state is going to require, the CDC is going to require social distancing, masks. They're going to want sanitizers. They're going to want everything sanitized before you put it out, and it's sanitized each day. And also people coming in, they'll have to keep the social distance, wear masks and so forth. So there are a lot of restrictions that are going to come along with that. So as long as we follow those guidelines, we can have those. But again, it's not going to be something that, like I said, like in the past where you can just have a garage sale. So there are going to be some rules and conditions for that. And it's going to be almost like the stores that are out there now that have to meet these requirements.
Okay, and for residents that are interested, do we have like Gary Gray's email or phone number or anything I can put it in?
It's on the website.
All that's on the website, yes. His contact information, his email address and everything. So just have him check the website out. I try to keep that updated as best as I could. I'm not a webmaster, but I can get around. So I try to update that.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
It's Debbie King, and I have a question. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the beginning of I couldn't hear what you were saying, these different resolutions. Could you explain what they were for? The first couple? I was here for it, but I couldn't understand what you were saying. The one with, the first two.
Okay.
The first one was the mayor's report.
The
All right,
first
thank
one was.
you.
The first one
You
is
wanna
the,
explain it?
yes, the first one is a proposed alternative tax budget for tax year 2021. This is, we're required by the Ohio Revised Code Section 5705.28 to have a public hearing on this. And this is so that the tax budget is to reflect the needing of existing or increased tax rates and to obtain an appropriate from the undivided local government funds that the state provides us. That's what that one was for. The other one is Senate Bill 310, House Bill 481, which is related to the coronavirus, COVID-19 money that we could be possibly getting in
To be used
for COVID expenses only, COVID-19 expenses.
like the super cleaning of the hall and the.
If we had
juice
anything related to
and
COVID-19. Yeah.
masks for the police
Yes,
Yep.
correct.
and sanitizer.
Mhm. Right.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions?
Anybody else? I thought the meeting was outside. That's why I asked you about the microphone.
Bocce wasn't going on. The bocce league was going on before, the noise. It's hard with the Zoom.
Oh.
The only thing we had the Zoom is we don't know how many people are gonna come, so if there's too many council people here, then we have to ask people to leave. If there's too many people in a room, so have to Zoom and have to stay here.
So any other?
We pulled straws.
Okay. Any other
So is
questions?
this ours now for good?
Pardon me?
The microphone, is this ours?
No, that's Jeremy.
No, this belongs to Jeremy.
Our
The
solicitor.
microphone. He's letting us borrow it for now.
Very nice.
But, okay, well, if there's any other questions, do we have a motion to?
No, when you can't
I'm
adjourn,
sorry.
we gotta go into executive session.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
executive
yeah.
session, we have to do some voting.
All
And I
right.
can explain what we need. So here's the reason, we'll need a motion to go into executive session. This is to have a conference with the attorney regarding pending and imminent litigation, to discuss matters which required to be kept confidential by state statute and regulations, to discuss details relative to security arrangements and emergency response protocols for a public body.
Okay.
So we need a motion on it. And there's no action being taken afterwards.
And I just want to let everybody know that we won't be taking any action after we come back out. All we'll be doing is doing a motion to adjourn. And when we go into executive session, we'll stop the live stream and then we'll restart it to adjourn when we come back out.
Okay, one last chance. Any questions before we go into executive session? Okay, do I have a motion to enter into executive session?
I make a motion.
I second.
Welcome, doctor.
Do we have to take that with us?
So now we need a
We
vote.
can on our phone, can't we get it on our phone?
Vote no.
Otherwise, how they can be involved in it?
We could do cell phone.
What's
Yeah,
that?
videos or
No,
something.
they stay on.
Oh.
He can turn them off, to people off.
Yeah.
Oh.
So So what I'll do with the Zoom is I'll stop the live stream and I will put Sunny in a waiting room. And then it'll just be all the executive session people.
So now we need a roll call.
Ms. Falkenberg,
Aye.
Mr. Cronin,
Aye.
Mrs. Mara,
Aye.
Ms. Sharma,
Aye.
Dr. Sharma,
Aye.
Ms. Saba.
Aye.
Okay, so we need a few minutes to clear the council chambers out.
Okay,
Okay, Sunny, I'm going to put you in a waiting room.
No problem. Thank you.
And then I will stop the live stream.
I'll stay to leave. Huh?
Yeah, right up here on Vine Street. I picked it up. It's right here by that.
Okay.
We have,
Motion to come out.
we have an account, you know.
Motion,
To come out.
oh, motion to come out.
Hold on, though. Hold on.
Okay.
It's the beginning. You saw the email, right? About somebody wanting special signs.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
The phone calls I get. Well,
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Okay, do I have a motion to come out of executive session, please?
I make a motion. Sorry.
Seconds.
I second it.
Perfect. Ms. Falkenberg,
Aye.
Mr. Cronin,
Aye.
Mrs. Mara,
aye.
Dr. Sharma,
Aye.
Ms. Sharma,
Aye.
Ms. Saba.
Aye.
Okay, now you'd want to address the.
Any other questions?
All right, any other questions or comments? Kim, do you have something else you want to add? Did you forgot to mention?
Yeah, I did. I forgot to mention that we are working on locking the gate, as you mentioned earlier, but I wanted to elaborate on that at that time. That we have already purchased a new handle. The gate has been repaired, and we will be sending out a form to our residents. There'll be a $10 charge for the key. It will be one key per household, and they're a non-duplicate key for our residents for the beach. And so we
Okay.
get that information out to the village residents.
Okay, thank you.
Ready, next council?
Our next council meeting will be August 18th at 7:30. So do we have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn. Cronin.
Second it.
Roll call?
Okay, Ms. Falkenberg,
Aye.
Mrs. Mara,
Aye.
Ms. Sharma,
Aye.
Dr. Sharma,
Aye.
Mr. Cronin,
Aye.
Ms. Saba.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Night, everybody.
Good night.